Hello Java students. This video is going to show us some of the shortcuts that we can use in IntelliJ when working on programming our first Hello World program. So at this point you've already attempted experiment number 1, so you've gotten a message to appear in the console stating hello, or to appear as a graphical window popping up saying hello. So I'm going to show you a few shortcuts that you can now use moving forward to help you out when programming. So you're going to put your cursor at the end of line 1. Go ahead and hit enter. If you have any other code on your screen right now, go ahead and delete it so that you can try this out with me. It'll be important that you don't have other programs on your screen when we do any of these shortcuts. And what we're going to do is type a series of letters that are shortcuts and IntelliJ is saved to help us type less than the full lines that you've done previously. So that first line that we typed in before read public static void main, and then had a bunch of nonsense gibberish in the sense of some parentheses, some brackets, other things going on there. So in order to use a shortcut here, what we're going to say instead of typing that all out is we're going to type the letters PSVM, which stands for public static void main, and then either hit enter if you are on a Mac, or return or tab if you're on a PC, and it'll complete that line for you. So now we have our public static void main line done in for us, and essentially what this is it lets your computer know this is where the main program of Java is going to be. This is where you should start looking to run my program. So that's why it's called the main, is where you should start. It's the main part of the program. Then the next thing that you did is you wanted to create a message to display in the console. So we typed out system.out.println, parentheses, quotes, and then we put in our message. So in order to get the shortcut here, what we're going to type is a lowercase s and then the word out. S out or sout. And then we're going to hit enter or return or tab again. And it filled in the system.out.println part, and now all I have to do is type in the message that I want. So for us, hello intro Java students will be my message. And then when I run my program, it runs just like it should on the console before. You'll see my message, hello intro Java students, popping up down below. So that was one way that we could get some text to be displayed. Another way that we can get text to be displayed was using that idea of J option pane. So a way to get a shortcut here is, this time we're going to type a capital J, a capital O, and a lowercase p. And if you notice, you will have a bunch of different options down below. We can, if it's the top one for you, you can hit enter, but I'm going to click on the one that says J option pane and then hit return. So what that did is that gave me J option pane, and before we had to go back because it highlighted in red, and we had to go and import that JavaX swing. This time, because I used the shortcut, it automatically imported that JavaX swing for me. Additionally, when I type dot right now, because it's already imported and J option pane is something that we recognize and we are familiar with, I get all kinds of options of potential commands that I could give, or potential ideas of things that could happen for this graphical window. The one that we are going to do right now is show message dialog. So we're going to go ahead and hit enter there, and then I can type out, we're going to type out null first, and then I can type out my message here, hello in graphics form. And the basic idea here is we don't need to worry about null for the moment. This is basically telling us where it should put that message, and we don't have any specific place that we want it to be put. Null basically means none. No, don't worry about it right now. So we don't care about where you put it to make one for us. And then here is my message that I'm going to have. These parts are IntelliJ's shortcut to remind you what things you should type inside of these parentheses, but you don't need to worry about typing them in yourselves. That's just something that IntelliJ does to remind you what piece should go first, which piece should go second. And then if we run our program again, we will see our message in the console of hello intro Java students, but we will also see the message box pop up that says hello in graphics form. And we can click OK or the red X to get rid of that message box. And there you go. There's some shortcuts to help you along the way as you continue programming.